Hi everyone, jina langu ni Paul aka Rajput. I'm introducing Dr. Judiciary Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. Yes. New York City is so great that our punks of today have nothing better to do with their lives than to pour buckets of water on police officers, making their job difficult, walking on the street. Just like that, along the way, they pour water on police officers. Take a look.
Bucket head! Oh my God!
You see, even our talks have become this weak. You know, when New York City talks used to be people are feared. Now they just pour a bucket of water on police. Can you imagine that? Things are so terrible. You know? Look at them. Now, being that this is New York City, the reaction was swift. President Donald Trump, all the way from DC, having survived Robert Mueller, you know Robert Mueller appeared before Congress and he had nothing to say. And all the talks about impeachment is gone. Trump is there for another 6 years, you know. Having survived, went on Twitter and blasted the mayor of New York City. Look at what he wrote. He said the man is a disgrace, you know, the mayor is a disgrace for allowing the people to disrespect police officers. And trust our mayor, the mayor of New York City, he fired back at Trump. He doesn't waste time. Telling the president that he was, out of touch with New Yorkers and has never known what life is like in the city that he came from. Watch him.
The president knows nothing about New York City at this point. This is a guy who wanted to go back to stop and frisk, which was a horrible failure and was undermining the whole relationship between police and community. This is a guy who literally does not even understand the place he came from. And he didn't live the life of everyday New Yorkers. He was a child of a millionaire. He didn't know what life was like in the streets of New York.
Woo! You know, no, we don't, in New York City, we don't care that you're president. If you come after us, we fire back. You know what I mean? We don't care. We have the same right as you are. What is the trouble with the place where you live? What is the problem? Because in our own case, this is what we do with pocket water and police officers. That's all. In Abuja, Nigeria, the ongoing face-off between the Shiites and the Nigerian government over the continuing detention of their leader, El-Zakzaky, continues. Watch.
Men and women in their hundreds gathering as they have for the past 3 years, demanding the release of their leader, Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, and his wife, Zina Ibrahim.
We are all Zakzaky! We are all Zakzaky! We are all Zakzaky! Free our leader! Free our leader!
As they approached the federal secretariat in the Central Business District.
We are all Zakzaky. We are all Zakzaky. You see what I'm saying? They are not playing. The demonstration that has been going on for the past 3 years took the worst turn last week with the death of a police officer, a reporter, and about 11 Shiite members. Listen to the sound.
The police shoot tear gas at the protesters to disperse them. Chaos ensues as the protesters retaliate, and the situation deteriorates into a full-on battle.
This is no longer a joke. This is no longer a joke. You know, people are saying that the government should do something now to stop this from turning into another Boko Haram situation. Yeah, each side is blaming the other for the shootouts. The police is saying that the Shiites were armed. The Shiites were saying that it was the police that was shooting from everywhere. You know, the point is that people are dying. And the government, what are they doing? Nothing. You know, Iran, you know they are friends of the Shiites. They said, give us the Al-Zakzaky. Let's go and treat him. Bring him to us. And the government, they didn't care, you know. Now, life continues. Zakzaky remains in jail. Iran is asking the federal government to send him to them. You know, look at the headline. Everyone is warning that something should be done to resolve this, before this problem becomes another Boko Haram situation. Do you think that Buhari cares? No. You think that the vice president, that he cares? No. Look at them. They don't care. Under their watch, this is going on. And they call it pockets of disturbances, that every country in the world has its own problems. You see, tomorrow there will be another demonstration, protest, and as expected, some new people will die. The good news is that Buhari has named his cabinet. Oh yeah, there are 43 people in his cabinet. 43. Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, he said that if you have a meeting with more people than 2 boxes of pizza can feed, that you cannot be having an efficient meeting. 43 is too much. Not just that. The people on the list are mostly tired and failed characters. Yeah. While the clown, what's his name now? Solomon Dalong is gone. And that inefficient internal affairs minister, what's his name? Abdulrahman. What's his name? Abdulrahman Dambazwa. He's gone. We still have the darkness minister. You know what I mean? Babatunde Fashola. He's still there. And the Honorable Lai Mohammed. He's still there. He's still going to do what he does best, which is tell lies for the government. He's still there. And of course, our friend, Rotimi Amechi. He's still going to be a minister. He will still be there telling the truth off camera. Not while you're watching, off camera. Remember this.
The president is not listening to anybody. He doesn't care. He can write anything he wants to write. The president doesn't care. Does he read? He will read, he will laugh. He say, come on, see, they're abusing me here.
Now, amongst the new blood brought in was Godswill Ababio. Remember him, the former governor of Cross River State? Oh yeah, that guy, he's the same guy that the EFCC was looking for to answer questions about corruption charges leveled against him when he was governor. Remember? Yeah. Oh well. He left PDP and joined APC, which is a form of purification. His soul is now as white as snow. So he's clean, Now, anyone expecting a spectacular second half of Buhari's 8 years should look elsewhere. I'm telling you now, just close that chapter, look somewhere else. Unless the Senate does its job of quizzing and squeezing these people and weeding off those who have nothing to contribute to society, to the country. You know what I mean? So how is the Senate doing that job? How are they doing the job? Let us take a look at how things are going. Watch.
Take a bow.
Take a bow, my friend. Take a bow. Yes. Take a bow. Yes, take a bow. Of course. This is how we do it, baby. Take a bow. Even Timmy Praise Silva, the guy, former governor of Bayelsa State, also an EFCC customer in good standing until he joined the APC. Take a bow.
You can take a bow.
Africa. This is a continent. This is Africa, the giant of Africa. Now, that is actually what I call screening, no questions asked. Once you are an honorable member of the corrupt class, there are classes, corrupt class, you take a bow. Who said there is no honor among thieves? There is honor among thieves. At the Senate confirmation of some of the ministers, we saw why it is hopeless. Here is a video of the former minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonne, explaining what he accomplished in the last 4 years. Take a look.
We're able to achieve a lot by effectively utilizing the resources that we had available.
I didn't need to watch the screening of ministers to know that there is no hope in this bunch of people we have in the Senate. Just going by their screening of the candidate for the Chief Justice of the Federation, you know, the confirmation hearing for the Chief Justice, I knew there was no hope. Today, I really want to talk about Nigeria's Chief Justice, Ibrahim Tanko Mohammed. Did you watch the Senate confirmation? Oh, you missed. You missed if you didn't watch it. You missed. You know, did you see his certificate first? His WAEC, West African School Certificate. Oh my God. That tank of a guy was a trailblazer. You know, first of all, he got into the university to study law, not any other subject, with just 3 credits. 3. None in English, none in math. 3 credits to study law. Now. He just got credit in Islamic studies, history, and Hausa. Shikina. Islamic studies, history, and Hausa. Now, if you get that kind of a result in southern Nigeria, anywhere in southern Nigeria, no college of education will accept you. In fact, you are condemned to going somewhere to get a store in Aba or somewhere. There's nothing else you can do. So he went to Ahmadu Bello University and studied law, Islamic law. No problem. He graduated with 2nd class lower division. There's no problem with that. I also got 3rd class or something. But the 2nd division. I'm sure there were people who went to ABU law in the same class with 5 credits or more, including English and math. And I'm sure there were people who graduated on top of their class at ABU. Buhari didn't see such people to make Chief Justice. No, he didn't see them, except Tanko. Now, why is that important? Because of some technicalities. I can explain, but it will be more effective if the Chief Justice himself does us the honor. Watch.
What is a technicality? Something which is technical. In my definition, it is something that is not usual, that may sometimes defy all the norms known to a normal thing. It may be technical.
No. Technically, the technicality in fielding our second 11. What am I saying? No. The technicality in fielding our third 11 players and hoping to win matches against the world's first 11, has been our greatest undoing. Again. Watch your Chief Justice in action.
Ask me to drive an aeroplane. I am sure if you are a passenger and they told you that that flight is going to be driven by Honorable Justice Ibrahim Tanko, I am sure you'll get out of the plane. Because it is something that requires technicality.
No. The trouble with Nigeria is that we haven't decided that competent pilots will fly our planes like they do in other parts of the world. We have not decided. We are okay with Okada drivers flying our planes. No wonder they crash every time. No wonder they keep crashing. If in all of Chief Justice Mohammed's education, he has never heard of a pilot Why is he the head of Nigeria's judiciary? I'm asking, why? Even primary school kids from the poorest part of Okokomioko, that the person who operates the airplane is called a pilot. And the kid can tell you that the pilot flies the plane, not drive it. Will any of you enter a plane being driven by an Okada driver? Now, you don't need to enter a plane flown by an Okada driver to know how dangerous it could be. Just watch this lawmaker, a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In fact, a former governor of a state in Nigeria, questioning the Chief Justice of the Federation at his confirmation hearing. Now, before I show you the video, just a warning, before I show you the video, if you have children who have taken social studies in school, primary school, please close their ears and maybe close their eyes because you don't want them to get the wrong information about. Yeah. Now listen carefully to the question this member of Nigeria's upper chambers, this is the upper chambers, the Senate, Nigeria's upper chambers, asks a question to the Chief Justice of the Federation. Watch.
I want to just know how you are going to bring new laws for us to strengthen the judiciary and also strengthen. No, I'm coming. Bring new laws to us. Bills, sorry.
Give us law. I'm a lawmaker. Give us law. I'm a lawmaker. Give us. Just like the Chief Justice or this senator, these people we are looking at, they will travel all over the world in the next 4 years, parade themselves as Chief Justice, as Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. When they open their mouths, where smart people are, they paint all of us bad. Terrible. It doesn't matter. Nigeria, this is your product. Who did this to us? Who did this to us? This is a new segment we call Sound Bits of Our Lives. These are sounds of words we hear everywhere that defines our life today. Watch.
You wonder whether our universities now are becoming to be primary schools or secondary schools. And very soon we shall be producing graduates who cannot speak English.
Very soon we shall be producing graduates who cannot speak English. This is Iberibe. He graduated, he went to where all the purgatory, where the former governors stay until they die. He went there. Did he say very soon? Is this not happening now? What does Rochas make of this man?
The president is always patient to the people, and he is going very slowly, and whenever some documents is hidden to him, he will not know. And we know that many things is hidden to him. Many things he is not aware.
No. This is very important for all of you unpatriotic Nigerians who are willing to repent. You know that Buhari is watching all of you. He's watching all of you who are unpatriotic, trying to confuse pockets of problems as a reflection of what is happening across the country. Now, Army Commander at the Boko Haram theater of war has this message for you, all you repentant Boko Haram people. He said, you could be president of Nigeria. Damn! Listen to him.
Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time?
Wow. You know, my guess, all those Boko Haram people in the forest who are ready to, do what they do, they will be like, what? I could be president? Man, take the gun, man. I'm going out there. I could be president of Nigeria. What? This one is from the theater of kidnapping in the southwest. It came from the Oni of Ife. I like the Oni, you know, he's a peaceful man. He wants progress and he's very, very agile and he's doing everything to achieve progress. And he went to see the president and the presidency and talk to them about this kidnapping in the southwest. And he says that strangers are occupying the remote areas of the southwest and he's willing to work with the government to force them out and deal with the issue. Take a look.
That we live particularly in the remote and rural areas of the southwestern part of the country. Most of those bushes and those forests are being occupied by strange people. And we've decided to take it upon ourselves to try as much as possible to work with the government to fish them out. Why I'm here again is everybody is drumming the drum of war. We don't want war. We don't want war. Who can stand war?
Isn't that wonderful? You know, isn't that approach wonderful? But I can tell you, all the things he said didn't mean anything to people like Femi Fani-Kayode. It didn't mean anything to them. They are looking for war now. We want war. We want war. That's what they're saying. People like him, they say they want war. And guess what? They have their British passports ready with open tickets, airplane ticket to London that at any time with that of their wife, their children, all ready to go. But they insisted, we want war. We want war. By the way, why is the Oni not consulting Shango? I have a question about this. You know what I mean? These strangers are in the forest. And the forest is a territory of Shango. That's where Shango does push-ups before it's ready to go and strike. Why can't the Oni forget about all this, our civilization and go? Because the solution may be looking at us in the face. Shango can take care of the forest. I mean, that's where we give sacrifice to Shango, is it not? You know? Think about it. Anyway. Now, before I go, I want to show you this video of an African soldier who will bring a gun and shoot straight into his mouth and spit out the bullets. I'm not making it up. Take a look.
Right?
Yeah. That's one.
Satanan? Galil?
One nigga.
Galil?
Right there.
Victor?
That's man like Mike.
Anything you need to confirm more?
No more. Ready. Confirm it?
Confirm. That's it? Confirm. Nigga, that's the real nigga. Mike in the house, man.
Mike in the building. No jokes.
That's the real man. We can protect Kir anywhere, man. No one will fuck around with us. You come close to Kir, I fuck you up, nigga.
You know, I know people are saying this is magic, this is not true. I don't care. Let's get this guy to go to Boko Haram territory and fight Boko Haram for us. You know what I mean? We are losing some fine soldiers who shouldn't be dying. Let's get this guy, pay him, he will just walk in there and the bullets will come, he will be grabbing them. And get Boko Haram people, kick them and make them repent and be president. Repent. You know what I mean? Anyway, what am I hearing? That Okorocha's daughter was slapped by some thugs that work for the government. And this EFCC seizing Okorocha's buildings and college, and something is going on. Do they know who they are talking to? Do they know who they are dealing with? He's the Agafulef one of Imo State. I don't like what I'm hearing, but we'll talk about that next week. You know what I mean? We'll talk about that next week. Africa, who did this to us? Africa, who did this to us? Here's my concern for today. It's taken from page 419 of the book Paradise Lost by John Milton. And it says, the mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell or a hell of heaven. That's what politicians have done in Africa, make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose, you heal yourself. So you see, we are not complete yet. We don't have the whole program. We don't have secrets of pictures. We don't have headlines. We don't have nurses reading your emails. Help us. Help us. Subscribe. We need at least 10,000 subscribers to do more. Help us. I will wait for you to subscribe. I'm waiting. Click, please. I'll be here till next week until you click. Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Damages. Do high fees damage your wallet when you send money home? I've got the damage control. Use Wave for no fee transfers. Remember the promo code DOCTOR for $5.